Welcome back, guys. Welcome to our channel. So we came to Canada 2 years ago, and after 1 year we bought a home, and we did a lot of research and put together this guide, and we will share our journey and also share what things you should consider that will help you buy a home, and it will make your house buying journey a lot easier. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So I will break down this video into three parts: before you buy your home, during the hunt, and after finalizing. Let's start with the basic step before you buy your home. So buying home is a very big decision because it will take toll on your finances, and your whole life will change after that, because then there are recurrent costs of the mortgage and like many things like utility bills and everything. Whenever you're planning to buy a home, a journey starts like 3, 4, or 5 months back only, because you need certain tools. For example, you need to check the apps like realtor.ca, Canadian Home, in which you first of all you daily check, do the research upon the prices in your locality of the detached house based on their square feet, how close they are to the school. So this will give you some idea about what price tag should you expect in the area in which you are looking to buy a home. If you think that you don't have budget and you can buy a cheaper home far away place, but consider you have to travel to your office every day, so that expense will also add up, and also your time will go in the traveling. So you should consider that thing as well. So you should create a checklist in which you should decide what type of property you want, which locality you want, how much are your finances. Once you complete your checklist, then after that you decide on your budget. So everyone has a different budget. So here are some tips to buy a home, if you are like, which will help you accelerate your budget before you buy your home. Because like when you land in Canada, or if you're thinking to buy a home in 1 or 2 years, there's few things that you can do that will help you boost your savings. For example, you can open a TFSA account, that is tax-free saving account. So if you're going to buy a first property in Canada, that is your first home in which you will be the primary resident, you can open a TFSA account in which you can contribute 8,000 per month, in which you can contribute 8,000 per year. That will reduce that 8,000 from your taxable income. So this will help you reduce your taxes and boost your saving. Then second is RRSP. Yes, in RRSP you add the money, and your also employer contribute to that money. So if you're buying a first home, you can withdraw up to 45,000 from RRSP. We also, like when we were going to buy a home, we were falling short of the down payment. But when we looked at RSP, because we never opened it, to our surprise they had like huge amount of money that was really helpful for us to buy a home. But there's a catch: the RSP amount you have to pay back in 15 years. Also check your credit score, because buying a home takes a toll on your credit score, and they perform a stress test on your based on your credit score and your income. So if you have a good credit score, it will be beneficial for your mortgage approval. If you're taking if you're doing payments to your credit card, you just start to pay them on the on demand basis. Don't miss any payments, your bill payments, any payment, you don't miss that. And also, if bank is giving you line of credit, most of the people make mistake that they don't accept it. Our advice is you should accept the line of credit even if you don't use it, because if you are having that handy, it will improve your lending capacity. So these were the things that you should consider before you buy your home. So next point is during hunt. So during hunt, we are going to discuss about the age of the property. So considering age of property is really your choice, because if you're buying a new home, then it's in the honeymoon period for first 5 years, because there are some problems that may be developed in the home. So these problems do resolve over time, because whenever you're buying a new home, there are some sets of problems that are resolved. Like there's some set of problem that gets resolved, and then another set of problem that gets resolved. So the best stage of the house is 20 to 30 years, in which it's in the most mature status, and it's away from any flaws and anything. Then there are also older properties, 50 to 60 years there, but their interior do need renovation, and people do get renovated before selling them. So it's like number of washrooms in the property is limited, because they may have one washroom in the upper floor, but in the modern homes they have like 2 washrooms in the upper floor. But if you're buying a really late new house, then every room has a washroom attached. So this is like concepts do keeps on changing, and it's like your choice but which type of property you want to buy. Next thing is the structure of the property. So structure of property you should consider whenever you're buying a home, because you can't alter the structure of the property, but you can make the cosmetic changes. So even if your house is in a bigger lot, if your structure is not good, it may have congested rooms, or spacing not being used in much better way or wisely, you will feel that the house is small. So do consider the structure of property rather than cosmetic changes. So if there are cosmetic changes in the house, you can ignore them, because that can be done with the flip of a finger. Because if they have a carpet in the upper floor and you want a hardwood flooring, that can be done like easily. Even if before you move into the home, it can be, you can get it done. If there is a new paint work required, you can get it done. So don't reject your property based on the cosmetic changes. Just reject them based on the structure and age, anything that you want to consider. For the cosmetic changes, if you really like the home, you can get the cosmetic changes done with the flip of the finger. And we also did the same. We like the property, we like the structure of the property, just it needed some cosmetic changes, like it needed new lighting, it needed new appliances, it needed paint work. We got all this done and house is looking as good as new. The most important thing that you want to consider is how old are their HVAC system, their flooring, their windows, because everything has a life. These things probably have 20 to 25 year shelf life. If you are buying a property that is 20 years old and it doesn't have windows replaced, you should bargain on it. The things are replaced, or half of the things are replaced, half you can shell out from your pocket, then it's a good deal. Because like if the AC is done, furnace is changed, only it needs windows, roof is done, then you don't need to worry about anything. Because sometimes government give grants to get these things done. So it's your decision in the end. But if you cannot get everything done, just consider if half of the things are done in the home and half you can shell out from your own pocket. Whenever you want to buy a property, always go for the conditional offer, and in which you will get 5 days. In those 5 days you can get the home inspection. And now home inspection is really a great deal, guys. It will cost you $300 to $500, but it will save you a lot of headache. The home inspector will check the floors of the property, and then you should think of looking at a new home. Or if there's a mold in the like in the attic that you will not be aware of, but a home inspector will let you know. So he will give you complete report, like it's like your blood work being done. They will give you a complete report, like what things needs done, what things don't need done, what's the overall health of the house. So do get the home inspection done, and then you can make your decision wisely. Then after that, you should get pre-approved for your home. So for getting pre-approved, you should go for the different banks or different lenders, and you should shop around, because you all need the best deal for your home. It's eventually money is going out from your pocket, right? So shop around. Don't worry, like if you are shopping in a mall, you're negotiating, you should negotiate with each one of them. And don't worry about your credit score, because even if you like in a month you go to different lenders, all things will be, and they perform a credit check on you, but all these things will be done, will be considered as one single credit check. So it won't impact your credit score highly, but you will get a sweet deal for your home, and your credit score will bounce back once you buy the home and start making mortgage payments. So after finalizing, there are a few things that you should consider, like amount of down payment you want to do. So up to 1.5 million you can do a down payment of 10%. That is a new law now. So if you're going for 10 year, you can do 10% for 1.5 million, and you can take amortization period of 30 years or 25 years. It depends upon your choice. But if you are considering 30-year amortization period, think that you're just giving very tiny little amount in principal. So you're just like renting a place for like few years before you actually start pumping your money in your principal. But if you don't have budget when you want to buy a home, then you can go for 30 years amortization period. Otherwise 25-year amortization period is a sweet deal. And then it also depends upon your down payment. If you go for the 20% down payment, then you are in a win-win situation. But if you go less than 20% down payment, then in top of your property price, you will also have to pay for the mortgage insurance. So mortgage insurance is the like banks that need security, that if you are unable to pay for your mortgage, then they can get their money back through the mortgage insurance. So if you are going for $1 million property, then your mortgage insurance will be around $35,000. That will be added to your principal amount of your property. So if you're doing less than 20%, you will have to pay mortgage insurance. If you're doing 20%, then you don't have to pay the mortgage insurance. So do your math, guys. It's like based on your finances. Most of the people are unable to pay 20%. We weren't able to pay 20% down payment. So everyone goes for the mortgage insurance. So it depends on your situation. Whenever you buy a home, don't consider the purchase price. If you're like buying a $1 million home, don't consider that price only. Then consider the mortgage insurance that will be done. Then there are lawyer fees, land transfer tax, multiple things that are into the account. And sometimes we forget that if we are buying a home, we will survive without furniture. But guys, eventually you will need furniture after a few months. So consider that money as well whenever you are buying a new home. Have some savings extra for your emergency funds, emergency use whenever you buy a home. So guys, this was the guide how to buy a new home in Canada. So I think this will be helpful to you if you're looking to buy a new home. And if you have any questions, do post them in the comment section. So if you like the video, please like it and do subscribe to my channel because these things really keep me motivated. See you in the next one. Thank you.